All right, dudes. So anyway, I'm predicting that in the near future, maybe like 10 or 20 years from now, right? We're going to have, so our moms and dads had phones that you took the hook, took it off the hook of the wall. Those kind of phones, the ones that you got to dial like that. And they had those little Macintoshes, or they had computers that could barely do anything, could barely go on the internet, could play maybe like Space Invaders or something, Couldn't even actually do that. And the ones, but our what is it? Our great grandparents or whatever, they had those little like Galaga games and stuff with the joystick, those little arcade things. So if they had that and our parents had like Game Boys and stuff, what do we have? Smartphones. We have smartphones. We have smartphones. We have AI. We have TikTok. We have all that stuff. Brain rotten. So what? How are we going to fix this problem? We have the brain rotten. We have the edging. We have the gooning. How are we going to fix it? Look at this. I can't even spell. Look at that. This motherfucker right here. This guy right here. You're going to be like, how is he going to fix the problem that Gen Z created? How are we going to, or the algorithm created? How are we going to fix the problem that today's society has, which is a low attention span, which is gooning, edging, fucking just all of it. All of it. We cannot focus. We cannot even think deeply anymore. How are we going to fix that? Like I said before, that man right there is going to create a cybernetic link in your head. So you're going to be like, okay, what is a cybernetic link? I'm so glad you asked what a cybernetic link is. A cybernetic link is basically a computer of intelligence that they're going to put in your brain, and it's going to connect to your mind, and you're going to be able to use it like a smartphone, like how they did in Futurama. That one episode of Futurama, that's how they're going to do it. And you're going to be like, okay, so what does that mean? That's what's going to fix our focus. That's what's going to fix everything. It's going to fix everything. It's going to create more problems, but it's going to fix everything. Think of it like this, right? I don't know how to read or write. I don't know how to read. I've never known how to read. I've never known how to write. But you can imagine that if I had that cybernetic link, why do I need to learn a skill when I can just have it? When I can just learn it? When things are so easy now, things are gonna be so easy. Oh, you don't know how to do mathematics? Boom, you know how to do mathematics. Do you know how useless people are gonna be because they're gonna get cybernetic links? It's gonna be so easy. We're not even gonna need to go to college. So you're gonna be like, okay, well then, if people can just do that, then the economy is gonna be like fucked. Yes, it's gonna be fucked, just like how it's fucked right now. People that are gonna have cybernetic links are gonna be, it's gonna be so bad. It's gonna be so bad because they're gonna know how to do everything. They're gonna know how to do everything. But then, if you can't afford it, then you're gonna know how to do nothing. So if you actually think about it, cybernetic links is going to be the worst thing that a mankind could possibly create. And now we're playing God here because we're going to actually be able to make a brain. And once everybody's super, no one will be, because everybody's going to have the cybernetic link. And you're going to think to yourself, oh, well, I can just learn a new skill in like 5.2 seconds because I can just download it, like Baymax from Big Hero 6 when he downloaded all of those features, like how to do karate, or was it kung fu? I don't remember. But my point is, it's going to be so easy once the cybernetic link is in someone's head. and it's gonna cure most people of their lack of skill. And that's how we're gonna solve this problem that we have right now. That's how we're gonna solve um brain rotten. That's how we're gonna solve gooning, edging. Cause think of it like this. If you can learn skills from a cybernetic link and you're pretty much like a cyborg, so you can pull information like how AI can. You can just look at the algorithms in like 2.0 seconds or something, or like a nanosecond. Imagine what it can do to your emotions. Imagine how it can alter the way you think. Then you can even argue that it can cure depression and anxiety. And then you have nothing. And then you don't have anything wrong with you. Oh, you're gonna say, oh, but there'll be like physical consequences. Well, if we have a cybernetic link that cures you of being stupid as fuck, then what makes you think we won't have nanobots that can instantly heal your body? What makes you think that we're not gonna have that? Someone's already working on the cure to cancer. So what makes you think that we're not gonna be Wolverine and Cyborg all at the same time? We're gonna be able to cure mankind, but it's gonna come at a cost. Not a lot of people are gonna be able to afford it. People are gonna be more dependent on this than ever. In about maybe like 30 years, 20 years, I guarantee you that they're gonna have cybernetic links. And we're gonna be able to use it. And we're gonna use it really nice for the next couple of years once they invent it. But then after that, it's all gonna go. They're gonna start making laws. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. They're gonna have another economic crash because of it. It's gonna be something. It's gonna be something. I'm excited for it though. Like I'm not gonna get it myself, but I'm excited for that. I'm excited for that. Like actually, who knows? Who knows? Because my mom, she never used to use smartphones. She never. Let me tell you a quick story. My mom, she was like, oh, my mom's Christian. She was like, oh, my son's going to the dark side always on that phone. Kid you not. Kid you not. And I was just like, what the fuck? I was like 8 years old at the time. She's like, oh, you're always on the phone. You're always on the phone. Oh, you shouldn't be on the phone. Motherfucker, 4 years later, what's she doing? On the fucking phone. 24/7. When she wakes up, on the phone. When she goes to bed, on the phone. When she's just doing her day-to-day tasks, on the fucking phone. So you think to yourself, yeah, but they're not gonna. Older people like us are not gonna get cybernetic links when we become old, and then we're like, oh, back in my day we used to have smartphones. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. Just like how people have smartphones, that's how a cybernetic link is gonna be. That's how common it's gonna be. That's how common it's gonna be. Yeah. You really need to think about that. You really need to think about it. Just consider the possibilities of how endless the possibilities are once the cybernetic link comes. But it's going to be really hard for criminals to be criminals because everyone's going to have it. And then it's like the mark of the beast. Oh, a chip implanted in your forehead or on your arm or something like that. Whoa. That's crazy, huh? And a lot of people will say, oh, the end of times. The end of times never come, dude. They never come because the world just keeps on going. That's crazy if you think about it. This is like a whole rant, and you might be thinking I'm insane, but that's how it's going to be. Cybernetic links in your head. In your head. Literally, you'll be like, oh, the square root of pi. 1 second. Yeah, it's wow, dude. So this is what the question is. What part of you is actually still you? There's probably gonna be like an age requirement too. It's like you have to learn the basics. You gotta actually go to school. They're probably gonna put some law where you have to go to school for like maybe like 14 years of your life, 15, 16 years of life, so you can learn basic human function, so you can learn basic human skills. Then they're gonna be like, okay, that law is stupid. Let's go ahead and pass the we don't have to learn any skills and just put the cybernetic link in your head law at your own risk. Isn't that crazy? And then China's gonna be like, no, we're not gonna pass that law. And then you have to learn. So all the Asians and stuff are gonna be they're gonna be smarter than us, like always. Getting computer degrees. That is crazy, dude. The future is it's gonna be a dystopian utopia. Zootopia? No. It's gonna be like it's not gonna be a dystopia. Because right now it's not a dystopia. Everyone thinks it's a dystopia because everybody's so poor. Everybody's so dumb. We have brain rotten. We have. Why do you think, dude? Trump and Elon are going hand in hand right now. They're literally fucking. They're fucking. They're fucking teaming up. Who has power over TikTok right now? Trump. Why do you think Trump wants you to think that he's banning TikTok and then just doesn't ban it? Because he wants you to have brain rot. This is a conspiracy theory right here. He wants you to have brain rot so Elon can implement those little cyber links. Yeah, he's gonna fry your brain so bad that the only way you're gonna be able to get your intellect back, which is artificial intellect, is to put that in your brain. That's just a theory, though. Oh wow, dude, that's crazy. That's why Trump doesn't actually ban it, is because Elon's like, yeah, just wait. And he's like, okay, I will wait. Stay off of TikTok, dude. Stay off of social media. It's rotting your brain. It really is. That's crazy to think about, huh? I look like a crazy person, huh? Oh, wow, dude. I'm just now thinking about this.